Good morning everyone. My name is Dinesh and I am currently pursuing my third year BTech in Computer Science and Engineering. So I am going to explain a important and main concepts of JavaScript, which is likely to be closures, callbacks, promises and synchronous await errors. These are the essential for mastering asynchronous programming. So what is enclosure? Let's start with enclosure. Closures are one of the most powerful and unique features of JavaScript. So when a function remembers its surrounding variables even after the outer function has finished execution. So in this example, we can see it's a callback from the closure, which is from outer function takes the outer variable as a parameter from the inner variable. So inner variable can access both the own variables. Inner variable and outer variable are be the completed execution access the local variables from the user's information. So coming to the callbacks, a callback is a function passes an argument to another function. So for example, we say, hey, once you are done with this task, we can call this function to be proceeded. So fetching data simulates the, here I used fetches data which simulates the callbacks from the argument to fetch data and execute after the stimulating from the server. So I have used also display data that acts as a callback. So it fetches the user's data once the user has entered their basic data. So it can be executed by using the callbacks. Here I have fetched the user's data which is from ID and the name. I have included ID as a full stack and ID as default one. So coming to the promises, which are more structured way to handle asynchronous operations. A promiser can be having a three states: reject, pending, and also resolve. Here we can create a new promise. Inside the promise, we stimulate fetching data. If the operation succeeded, it resolves and calls it back. If it fails, it rejects was triggered. The handle successful outcome which catches handle errors. So let when success is true, then it prints data fetched successfully. When success is false, it shows error fetching data. So implementation of asynchronous can be like this, promises can be like this. So it successfully fetched the data of user's ID, default ID is 1 and name is from full stack 501. So this is about the premises. And what is asynchronous await, which is more errorless topic in this JavaScript. So finally, let's talk about sync and await, which promises earlier to work by allowing us to write asynchronous code in a synchronous style. So here is asynchronous keyword make us function asynchronous. Await keyword pauses the function execution until the promises resolves or rejects. If an error occurs, it is caught by using try or catch method. Here I use a try or catch methods. So when we run this after 2 seconds or any other, the output will be data fetched successfully. The code looks much cleaner compared to using run and catch. So this is the implementation of run and catch. So it fetches the user's details with fetching user data without any errors. So these are the implementations of callbacks, promises and asynchronous await errors. So I have implemented the whole code which is from the to-do list. implemented here to-do list, which is from the constant to-do item, and it pushes the data when user enters their user's data. And const overdue, I have implemented a filter here to filter the item which is the due date of yesterday's or before that yesterday's. So I have implemented here to-do list of today's, which can be due date from today to any other date, and due later I have implemented with filter item with today and tomorrow's due list. And here I have implemented to-do list with length of returning no items. When the user enters their items or any to-do list, then it returns to the callback parameters and access the variables from it. This is the implementation of status, which is completed to be item due date or status. I have used here map to map the items in any order of yesterday's, today's, and due dates, tomorrow's due dates. So the whole code implementation of this can be written like this, and implementation of code be so overdue. There is no overdue list here, so I have implemented this. Due date is a very pending date, like completed, so I didn't implemented any due date for today. And later to file the taxes and pay electricity bill is for you later I have implemented in this. So these are the overview of a JavaScript callbacks and promises with using a closure in JavaScript.